Let's talk about the thing no one wants to admit. Going viral feels amazing. The sudden flood of attention, the validation from strangers, the feeling of being seen, it's powerful. Some would even say it's intoxicating. But like any high, it doesn't last. And just like a drug, once you've had a taste, you want more. More likes, more views, more people talking about you. The internet used to be a place for creativity and connection. Now, it's a stage where people risk their dignity, safety, and even their lives, all for the next viral hit. In a world where attention is currency, some people are willing to go broke in every other way just to get a taste of fame. So today we're counting down 10 ways going viral has become the new drug, and the extreme lengths people go for views, followers, and attention. This isn't just about funny videos anymore. It's about addiction, obsession, and sometimes destruction. 10. The prank culture gone wrong. Once upon a time, pranks were harmless. Pie in the face, fake spider on someone's shoulder. Silly but safe. But now, some creators are pulling fake robberies, pretending to be criminals, or filming strangers without their consent, just to get a reaction. A popular YouTuber once dressed in all black, wore a ski mask, and pretended to rob someone in a crowded mall. People panicked. Kids screamed. Security was called. And the worst part, he laughed it off and said, "It's just content." The views rolled in, and that was all that mattered. When scaring people becomes a way to climb the trending page, we're no longer talking about humor. We're talking about exploiting fear. That's not content, that's manipulation. 9 couples faking drama for clicks. Love and relationships have become one of the internet's favorite shows, but it's not always real. Many couple channels have turned their lives into a soap opera, fighting, breaking up, making up, all in front of the camera. But behind the scenes, it's often staged. One well-known couple faked a breakup over 3 videos. In the first one, they tearfully announced they were done. The second showed each of them crying alone, reflecting on their love. The third, a surprise twist. They were never actually broken up. It was all an experiment. What they called an experiment was really a form of emotional manipulation. Their followers cried with them, sent support, made fan edits, only to find out it was scripted. When your heartbreak is planned and monetized, it stops being love and starts being a performance. 8. Dangerous challenges for clout. Let's be real, the internet loves a challenge. Ice bucket challenge? Great. The mannequin challenge? Fun dot. But then came the darker ones. Remember the Tide Pod challenge? People literally ate laundry detergent for views. Then came the milk crate challenge, where people stacked crates, climbed them, and usually fell hard, sometimes breaking bones in the process. Why would anyone risk their health like that? Because the internet rewards it. One fall gets millions of views. A broken ankle turns into a viral TikTok moment. The pain is real, but the attention is addicting. In a world where danger equals engagement, people start to lose the line between bravery and recklessness. And social media, it just keeps watching. 7. Live streams that cross. Every live streaming was supposed to be about connection, real-time interaction, Q&As, gaming sessions. But now it's also home to some of the most disturbing content on the internet. Some streamers keep the cameras rolling for 24 hours straight, showing everything, even their breakdowns. Others do extreme things like eating until they throw up, sleeping in graveyards, or encouraging viewers to dare them into stunts. One streamer even filmed himself wandering into abandoned buildings at night, despite warnings of it being unsafe. The goal isn't entertainment anymore, it's shock value. If people are talking, it doesn't matter if it's out of concern or disgust. It's still attention, and that's the drug. 6. Staged acts of kindness. Kindness is beautiful, but when it's done for likes, it loses something. Have you seen those videos where someone gives money to a homeless person while filming it all for YouTube? They smile, say a few kind words, and walk away. But the camera never stops rolling. What we don't see is what happens after. Some creators take the money back when the camera's off. Others stage the whole thing with actors. And it's not about helping anymore. It's about appearing to help. The difference matters. When generosity becomes content, it stops being selfless. It becomes a transaction, attention in exchange for a fake act of kindness. 5. Chasing clout by copying tragedy. This one's tough. After major tragedies like shootings, celebrity deaths, or natural disasters, you'll often see a wave of content creators posting videos like, "My thoughts on the tragedy," or "I was there," even when they weren't. Some creators go as far as pretending to cry on camera, using clickbait titles and emotional thumbnails. They act heartbroken, not because they care, but because tragedy brings traffic. That's where going viral becomes really toxic. When someone else's pain becomes your path to views, you're not a creator, you're an opportunist, and it shows. 4. The rise of fake lives. Social media already rewards beauty, money, and success. But when you don't have those things, some people fake it, renting luxury cars for the day, taking selfies in front of mansions they don't own, editing their bodies beyond recognition. And people believe it. A now exposed influencer faked trips to Bali using green screens. Another borrowed a friend's Lamborghini for photo shoots, pretending it was hers. Why go to all this trouble? Because fake success often brings real followers. Going viral becomes the goal. Not honesty, not growth, not even content, just the image, the illusion. It's not real life, but for a moment it feels good enough to believe. 3. Exploiting mental health for views. Mental health is serious, but some creators use it like a marketing tool. They cry on camera, talk about trauma, and post shocking titles like, "I want to end it all," only to drop a link to their merch at the end of the video. That's not bravery, that's exploitation. One influencer was caught faking a mental health crisis just to promote a new product. Another filmed their partner having a panic attack and posted it as content, without consent. These are not stories meant to raise awareness. They're plays for attention. Mental health deserves compassion, not clickbait. 2. The desperation to stay relevant. Once you go viral, the pressure to stay viral kicks in. It's not enough to have one hit. You need another, and another. That's when creators start changing who they are, becoming louder, meaner, more extreme. Some shift their content to controversial topics, knowing outrage brings engagement. Others start drama with other creators just to stay in the spotlight. And when that stops working, they resort to fake scandals, crying apologies, and comeback videos. Fame becomes a treadmill you can't get off. You keep running, hoping you don't fall behind. But you always do, because the internet moves fast. And the audience? They're always hungry for something new. 1. The real cost of going viral. Here's the part that never shows up in the highlight reels: burnout, anxiety, and depression. The pressure to perform, to always be on, takes a toll. And the saddest part? Many creators don't even enjoy what they're doing anymore. They're trapped in a cycle, creating for an audience they don't even like, chasing numbers that never feel like enough. It becomes less about passion and more about survival. Going viral feels amazing, but staying viral? That's where it gets dark. The high fades, the rush disappears, and all that's left is a person wondering who they are without the views. Going viral isn't evil. Sharing your talent, your voice, your story, those are powerful things. But when the need for attention starts controlling your choices, it's time to stop and think. Is it worth it? Is a million views worth your peace, your health, your truth? If you've ever felt the pressure to chase likes, just remember, attention fades, but the choices you make stick around. Thanks for watching. If this video made you think, give it a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more real conversations. Your attention matters, but your well-being matters even more.